Greetings, merchant comrades, and welcome to Let Them Trade. This game is available on Steam. It is currently not available to purchase, but it does have a demo out, so we can go ahead and check that out. So today we'll be doing a first impression of Let Them Trade. I already looked at the settings. Has some nice settings. You have control settings, audio settings, and all of that lovely stuff. And now we're just gonna go and jump into it. There is a tutorial, which we appreciate. Let us begin. If you hate my voice, bad news, the tutorial is not voiced, so you'll have to hear me say it. Greetings, welcome to Let Them Trade. I'm the king, your monarch and sovereign. This clever little fellow on my shoulder is my most trusted advisor, Mr. Nuts. I'm not going to read the squeaks, though. You're fine. Well said, Mr. Nuts. Yes, I have big plans to grow the economy in my domain, but can't oversee everything personally. Feasts and balls are just so time-intensive that I hardly find the time to do much else. I'm also preoccupied with balls in a lot of my free time. That's why I'm looking for someone who's as hardworking as I am, and you look like just the right person. Alright, so we have WASD. Lovely. So we have in the top right, the main quest, side quests, and milestones. Side quests and milestones are optional, but main quests must be completed in order to finish the scenario. Alright. For extra information, click the arrow button to view the quest description. The arrow button. Anyone see an arrow? That's just going back. Oh well. Pan forward. Oh, with the camera. Sorry, I was still using the keyboard. With the mouse. Learn to rotate the camera. There we go. There we go. Now we're zooming in and out. And R to reset the camera and P to reset position. That's nice. Cities are founded by first placing a city center. Select the city center in the Basics tab of the Build menu and place it on the highlighted tile. So Basics, we should place a city center. Wait for the construction to finish. So, oh, it is finishing. It's working. Oh, that's gonna take a while, girl. That's gonna take a while. So I actually don't know much about the exact genre of this game. The sort of the graphics kind of implied it would be a merchant game, but this looks more like maybe that vibe of Dwarf Romantic, perhaps, but with different synergies and a little bit more management gameplay. We shall see. Now that you've founded a new city, you can place production and residential buildings on neighboring tiles. Start by placing 2 potato farms on green fertile soil tiles and 2 peasant homes. You may hold down left shift to place multiple buildings. Alright. Where's my potatoes? Potato farm? I think we'll farm potatoes out here. Ooh, can they be like that? We'll see. Maybe the mountain tiles will have other stuff for us. And then we can have some riverside peasant farms. Sir Terrawin, set the knight to scout mode. Why is he just in the middle here? In the middle of the UI. And who are you? Wheatlow. Oh, is she the mayor of the city? Why is she beeping? Oh, I'm mousing over something. Oh, she loves surprise donations. Okay, nice. Let's see. Oh, there's the arrow. That's the arrow they were talking about. It's interesting that they say click the arrow button when you want more information, but the arrow button is not present at the time when they say this. Okay, wonderful. Can we speed up the game? What's the hotkey? F2. Let's do that. Wonderful. Did you see the little guys with carts transporting resources to the building sites just then? Those are the city transporters. All resources must be transported from where they're produced to where they're consumed, and the transporters are responsible for doing so inside the city. Okay. When you're about to place a building, you will see arrows which indicate the distance which will need to be traveled by transporters. A city only has a limited amount of transporters, which means that the bigger the city gets, the farther the transporters will need to travel, and the more difficult it will be for them to keep up. Oh, so now we're talking, you gotta have a very intelligent layout, because otherwise your transporters are gonna be walking across town a lot. You may have noticed that there are some gray unexplored tiles to the northeast of the castle. You can click on the scout icon above the knight in your castle, then set the flag next to the unexplored tiles to have him reveal them. Okay. There's Sir Terrowin. Let them trade. Oh, sir. I didn't get to do that. He just went on his own. Yeah, they didn't let me click on him and do that. Okay, that's rude. Can I not? I think I did it. But why is that over there? Shouldn't it be over there? Seems kind of weird that it's in the middle of the screen. He slowly scout. No, no, sorry. No, that's left click. I just wanted to unselect you. Whoops. You can do it, Sir Terrowin. Oh, you found a forest tile. Let's find a new city next to this forest tile. Okay, can you explore while I do that? Most resource buildings need to be placed on a specific tile to work. The lumberjack must be placed on a forest tile and will then produce wood. Like all production buildings, the lumberjack requires inhabitants to work there, in this case peasants, so don't forget to build a peasant home in your new city as well. Alright. Lumberjork. And then a peasant home. You can go over there, Sir Terrowin. Alright, let's let them build this by speeding it up. Let them build! I do like the graphics. The graphics are interesting. I really like this style. Here's why I like it. I know that what you're maybe thinking is like, this is just another low poly pack. You know, this is very popular these days. It's like this sort of something that's often described as like mobile graphics and stuff. And a lot of games tend to use these. There's actually like some pretty good presets as well, but they never look original and stuff. But here's the thing. This game, I don't think this is from a pack. This is all very bespoke. And part of it is because it all looks like it's actually wooden tiles. The point isn't it's a low poly pack. The point is it looks like a model of a board game. And I actually really like this. I think that's really, really nice. And it makes it a cohesive style without having to make it photorealistic. And also, I'm not really into photorealistic graphics for most games. We don't need them. We're fine. We can use our imagination. Inhabitants have needs and wants, and this is reflected in the resources they consume. If the inhabitants' needs are met, they remain in the city. If not, they will become unhappy and move out. It may then take a while for a new inhabitant to move in again, meaning the city will have a smaller workforce available in the meantime. Okay. The resources are broken up into two basic groups, basic and luxury. Basic resources are the more important, and if they're missing, then inhabitants will be very unhappy. If both basic resources are provided, then inhabitants will no longer move out, and will fill all slots of the residential buildings, meaning the city has a full workforce available. Luxury resources provide extra happiness, but are not enough if the basics are missing. Besides making sure that inhabitants don't move out, happiness is also important because inhabitants provide money to the city depending on their happiness. The happier the population, the more money a city will have to trade and purchase goods. Oh, there's a trader! There's a merchant! Now that you have two cities, they will begin to trade with one another. Let them trade. However, traders will not move very quickly over normal tiles. You can speed them up and make the economy more efficient by connecting the castle and all cities with roads. So, do they want me to do it through the castle or is next to the castle fine? Next to the castle is great. Okay, basics. Road. Each city has its own budget. which it will spend on buying resources from other cities. It will also sell resources which it overproduces. Therefore, the prices of resources in the economy are determined by supply and demand. Managing the production and flow of resources in the economy, and therefore indirectly managing the prices, is vital for success. This is because on every trade you levy a trade tax of 25% on both cities. This is your primary source of income. Try to build an economy where cities are specialized and must import many resources from one another, but beware of monopolies as they may drive up prices and make the economy inefficient. You can see the market price of a resource in the Global Resource Overview in the top left of the screen. If you click a resource in the Global Resource Overview, then you will switch to the focus mode. Here, lots of additional information will be available, including global production and consumption for that resource, as well as displaying which cities are trading and with whom. In our little economy here, the first city will produce potatoes and buy wood, and the second city will produce wood and buy potatoes. Let's watch it in action. Oh, the potatoes are going... Oh wait, no, are you going with the intention of buying potatoes? Because it seems the wrong way around, right? To me, this looks like these guys are carrying wood over there, and these guys are carrying potatoes over there. Well, we know that potatoes are grown in Wheatlow, and wood is grown in Wormstead. So what gives? Oh, see, because it's faded out. Right, the icon is faded, so that's their intention. Wonderful. Excellent. As I mentioned before, transporters... This comma's missing sometimes in these dialogues. Transporters move resources inside a city, while traders move resources between cities. A city only has a limited amount of either of these, meaning they can get overloaded if a lot must be transported at once. Cities can be upgraded, increasing the number of traders and transporters they have at their disposal. City upgrades can be applied at any time, provided you have the required coins and resources. Let's try this out now. Select one of the cities and in the main tab, click on the up icon in the top left. Alright, which one are we upgrading? Wheatlow. That button. Upgrade to village. They're gonna become village people. Oh, that's why Sir Terowin was in the middle of nowhere, because there was a UI hidden because of the tutorial. There's a research. There's research. Okay, that's interesting. I'm sure we're gonna be told about that. Let's just speed up this construction for now. New. If you zoom in too far, they remove it. Is there a photo mode? I quite like the look of this game, quite honestly. I think it looks quite nice. Ooh. Very good work. You've finished the first part of the tutorial. In part 2, you will learn about researching more advanced buildings as well as upgrades and modifications. I'll see you then. Oh, that's it. I like this. I also like this font. Hey, what's this font? Developers, tell me about this font. I need it. Let's go to the next map. So that was the first tutorial, and now we're almost there. Greetings, my dear subject. After such a good showing last time, I've decided that you have promise and to teach you another thing or two. Today we'll be learning about research, upgrades, and modifications. Before we start, however, we need to solve a little problem. I've been siphoning a few coins from the infrastructure budget here and there to pay for my birthday party preparations. Sounds like your average monarch. In times of austerity, a strong leader must take tough decisions and set priorities, you understand. Sadly, this has led to some minor unintended consequences, such as the complete and utter dilapidation of the kingdom's bridges. Shout out to Utter. Alright, so we must build a bridge. Do you see those roads over there leading to the shore? The bridge connecting them collapsed and now the two towns can't trade. Let's connect them again before we get started. Select the bridge in the Basics tab of the Build menu and select two tiles you want to connect to place the bridge. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was fast. Very good, now the cities will trade again. Whilst wood and potatoes are nice, we also want to produce other resources. For example, planks, a resource made of wood at the sawmill, and are required to build most buildings. However, before you can build a sawmill, you must first research it in the research tree. Research is done in your castle. Normally, you must build the research center yourself, but I will construct it for you today to help speed up the process. Oh. Open the research tree in the top left corner of the screen and click on the sawmill to begin researching. Your castle will send traders to purchase the required resources and transport them back, where they will be converted into research points. Don't forget, you also pay market prices. If a resource is expensive, it will cost you. That's very fun. That's very fun. That's very interesting, because then the economy is constantly in flux, and that has far-reaching consequences rather than just like, it doesn't matter to you as long as the money is flowing. That's very, very fun. So we want the sawmill. Hello. Oh. So are they researching it now? Let's take a look. It does seem that way. Yep. Nice. Sawmill unlocked. Unlocked the sawmill building. Great, now the sawmill has appeared in the build menu. Place it down in one of your cities. Okatel already has wood. Would it make more sense to have placed it somewhere where they have to buy the wood and then deliver it back? We don't know. Besides researching new buildings, it's also possible to research new upgrades. Once unlocked, these will allow you to select production or residential building and upgrade it to a new level, improving its functionality and providing other benefits depending on the building and level. Let's try it out on one of the lumberjacks. In the research tree, select a level 2 icon above the lumberjack to begin the research. So saying on one of them, at first I thought I may have read it wrong, but it might suggest that you actually upgrade them individually. Like you research the upgrade, but then to actually get the upgrade is also an individual choice. Which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Ooh, I like the scaling. Look, they're toy horses. See, everything looks like a little wooden toy. I think this graphic style is great, actually. At first I was a little bit concerned, but everything has been just great when you zoom in and you really see the details. It's a simple style, but it's not done because of like cheapness or because they want to save money or just like use a pre-done pack. It's all very thought through. It's just got very consistent like art direction, which I think is a huge thing with indie games, with small games. Sometimes you'll have like the graphics don't necessarily fit. These portraits are a little bit, I think they're also pretty nice. But yeah, you'd think that like that's one of those things where indie games are a little bit weak sometimes, but this is very nice. Upgrading a lumberjack to level 2 will increase its output by a good amount. To apply the upgrade, select the lumberjack and click the up icon. Yeah, so we have to upgrade them individually, which I don't know if I appreciate. Alright, we shall do it. I mean, I guess it's fine. Ooh, does it mean there's 2 workers? Let's compare them side by side. Oh no, we didn't upgrade it. We just added a forester. Whoops. Wait. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh no. I ruined it. I ruined the comparison by doing something else. But wait, can I undo that? No. It's fine though, they're fine. Now we can compare them because they'll be the same slots, but different levels, which is all I wanted. Let's speed it up a little bit. In addition to allowing you to level up your buildings, researching upgrades will also unlock modifications. Modifications are different to upgrades in that they can be turned on and off at any time with no additional cost. Modifications are unique to every building and come in different types. Some provide bonuses depending on neighboring tiles, some change the building's inputs and outputs, and others change how many and what type of inhabitants may work or live there. So that's what we just did. We just did a modification. Okay. Both production and residential buildings have modifications, but for now let's test out the Forester modification for the Lumberjack, which is unlocked when you research Lumberjack level 2. Select the Lumberjack, click on the Forester modification to unlock it. Oh, wait. Very good. Oh, yes, that's what we just did. Last but not least for today, let's look at buying resources in your castle. As you may have noticed, if set to auto buy, your castle will send out traders to automatically purchase resources for the research center and other castle buildings. In the resources tab of the castle UI, you can set the target storage amount for each of the resources currently in the economy. When you toggle on auto buy, and depending on the amount you set, the castle will automatically buy or sell the selected resource. This may take a little while, as the castle will negotiate a fair price with the cities, which takes time. If you want to speed this process up, you can use the direct buy functionality. You can access direct buy in the resource tab of the castle UI. When selected, a list of cities and their offers will be displayed for a particular resource, allowing you to instantly purchase or sell at the listed price from that city. Whilst this method is fast and convenient, the price will not be as good as when allowing the castle to haggle a price for you. Now try using direct buy to purchase wood for your castle storage. Wood, right? Not planks. Let's say we want 60, right? We need 60 for this. 69! Nice. Oh, look, we can sell at a loss. We're just direct buying. Okendel, get in there. It's a shame we can't move these UI windows. I would like to move them. Oh no, we sold! Oh, my bad, my bad. But we'll be fine now. There we go. Congratulations, you've finished the second part of the tutorial. I think I have the perfect little task for you. Something small to get you started. Meet me on the next map when you're ready to get started on your first proper job. Yay! Tutorial completed. Alright, so we're not gonna do the first real job. I don't know how long it'll take, but I believe we can go to the main menu now. So this is the only thing that's in the demo currently. Now I would like to actually play the basics and luxuries demo, but I'm trying to stick with the 20-minute runtime, or not runtime, but 20 minutes of gameplay and then getting a first impression. Because very often I'm like, here's a 20-minute first impression of the game, and then the video is like an hour long. So, if you're interested in more Let Them Trade, let's dive into the demo basics and luxuries next time. And for now, let's do a quick first impressions. So I really like the graphic style. I wasn't expecting this gameplay. I was actually expecting something a little bit different, but I am enjoying this. So this is really nice, and I'm definitely going to be playing more. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it on my wish list, as well as you can see that there is a Next Fest June 9 to 16, which is very fun. So graphic style is nice. I think no notes. They went for a specific theme and they kind of stuck to it, which is very lovely. I like the little wooden board pieces, and they still look nice and colorful, which is very lovely. Then when it comes to gameplay, I think it can get very interesting and very intricate, Or if the game fails on some of those deeper systems, it could get a little simplistic and repetitive. So I'm very interested in figuring out which it's going to be. There's a cat in the back. +1 point for the cat in the back. Look, there's a cat sleeping over there. Then, optimization-wise, I was a bit shocked. So I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I actually had to already reduce the graphic settings, even with this art style. Being on high, I think high was the default, I was actually losing about 30% of my frames, which is not usual for my rig, especially when it comes to graphics stuff. Seemed a little bit suspicious, a little bit weird, a little bit unusual. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just this main menu. Maybe all of the surroundings are rendered and then blurred, which could cause a lot of issues. But yeah, maybe that's just a little artifact of the demo as well, because one of the things is you optimize your game pretty late sometimes. You know, I remember when we were working on Ori, it was kind of like optimization was always happening a little bit, but it was always the last thing to be checked. Was like, okay, everything works, now we optimize everything that works. So maybe that's still something that's going to be polished. And it's also, the developers are probably working on a limited set of rigs, and then you have people who have unusual rigs. They have like less popular GPUs and CPU setups, and then you get a lot more feedback from players and you're allowed to tune things a little bit more from that. Other than that, I think everything is pretty lovely. The tutorial is really nice. It's well written. I liked the level of writing, and just the way that everything was conveyed was really clear and clean. And I like the addition of the little video clips where they were actually clickable up there in the top right on those buttons. So overall, I would say if you enjoyed this, put it on your wish list. This is not a sponsored video, but I will be putting the game in the description, and you can go ahead and put it on your wish list or try out the demo. So that's that about the game. Now comes the part where I talk about me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to do all the things that you do when you've enjoyed a video. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this game, or if there's any other game you want me to check out. I play loads of games here. Mostly it's indie games, management games, city builders, colony sims, and the occasional tower defense. Currently, I've also been doing demos, first impressions, and stuff like that twice a week. My usual is just Tuesdays, but we've been doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we have some regular series as well, regular Let's Plays that go for like 20 episodes in one game. So if you're interested in any of that, do check out the channel and give it a subscribe. And if you'd like to support me or say hi in a different way, you can come to twitch.tv/lulling, where I stream 5 times a week. This month I'm running a special event where we are raising money for charity as well. It's an event that started in Guild Wars 2, and most of the stuff that happens is in Guild Wars 2, but by now it's grown so much we have like giveaways and stuff for Steam codes and all sorts of stuff. So make sure to check it out and come say hi. It's the coolest thing I do all in the entire year. Wow, they changed the screen on us. I don't know what just happened, but that's where we're at. I think we broke it. All right, so with all of that being said, I think that's it from me. See you tomorrow or never. Have a nice rest of your life. Stay solidary, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.